Here talking with MSUB senior Monica Grimsrud. The Yellow Jackets picked up 2 conference road wins last week. Talk a little bit about the games and kind of what momentum the team has right now.
Anytime you can get 2 wins on the road, it's a great thing. I mean, it was just kind of a confidence boost for us. We're still up tied for first at the top of the conference right now, and it's just a boost into this week coming up. Well, our defense Thursday night against Concordia was it wasn't there that good. I mean, they shot pretty well, and we were kind of lucky to pull that one out. We made some key shots down the stretch between Alicia and Tiana. They made their free throws, which was huge, so that was good. And then Jenny challenged us to really know our scouting report on Saturday, and I mean, everyone was studying really hard in the vans, and I think we got the job done Saturday night. Our defense was pretty solid. I think it's going to come down to defense again. I mean, we can get in the gym and shoot as much as we want, but if we can't stop them on defense, we're not going to win. So it's going to be a lot of focusing on shutting down their big players and making sure that other people on their team have to try and score, which helps us out. Well, Saturday was kind of my night. I felt like I could drop kick it in and it'd go in, but Thursday wasn't the best night for me shooting-wise, so it was just it was nice to be able to contribute that on Saturday and help my team out.
I think our team is playing very well right now. Although our game against Concordia was kind of scary at times, we came out really strong against Western Oregon, just ready to prove that we are a better team than we played Thursday night, even though we did get the win. But yeah, we played very well on Saturday against Western Oregon. I think everyone was in there scoring, rebounding, doing everything, so it was a great team win. Right. I think we owe a lot of that to our coaches. They had us really well prepared for Saturday. We had to look over our scout a ton, just make sure we knew it. So I think that we were super prepared for Saturday just because we know that they are a dangerous team, only losing to a lot of the best teams in our conference by a couple points. So I think just preparation was the biggest key for us. Yeah, this is a tough week for us. We did get Monday off like he's been doing. He wants to keep it the same. So we have basically 2 practices this week before we have that game on Thursday. Yeah, this week is huge. We're starting back in school and everything, so everything's a little bit different this week. But, I mean, if we can get 2 more wins this week, then that'll just be even better for us for our record in the GNAC. They won't be easy wins, that's for sure, but I definitely think we're capable of doing it. Yeah, I think that our bench is playing very well right now. We all just kind of come in just like we know our roles, we know what we need to do, and so we kind of just come in there with confidence and just not really nervous. We just come in there and just play like we know we can. And I think we owe it a lot to our starters too. They're so used to playing with us, and so when we come in, like no one's like worried about us or anything. They know that we're just going to continue to play that the way we were playing. So there's almost like no lulls in the game. We kind of just keep everything rolling. Yeah, I definitely think we have great team chemistry this year. It's been really great getting to know all the new girls and then getting to know better the other girls from last year. So I think our chemistry has really, really helped us on the defensive end because we knew we weren't the best defensive team, but we knew we were going to have to be. And so we've just been working on it, and I think the more we talk and the more we enjoy being around each other, it's a lot easier to play for each other. So.
Here talking with MSUB women's basketball head coach, Kevin Woodin. Kevin, the team just came back from a road trip to Oregon, picked up a 67-61 win over Concordia, and then a 60-37 win against Western Oregon. Talk a little bit about last week.
It was a great week for us. We had been on our 3 most previous road trips of the year. In the regular season, we'd done a split of 1-1, so we had talked about trying to have a 2-0 trip, and it was nice to start off with a win against Concordia. They came out, were very fired up, kind of had us on our heels early, but and the game kind of settled in. I didn't think it was one of our strongest games, but we were very competitive throughout, and we just kind of gritted it and grinded and found a way to win. We made a lot of free throws down the stretch. Both, I think, Alicia and Tiana combined for 23 of 25 from the line, and that was important because we were up a little bit and they had to keep fouling, and luckily those guys delivered. But overall, that was a very good win because it was a close game on the road. And then on Saturday afternoon at Western Oregon, just everything was clicking. Both defense and offense kind of feeding off one another. It was really as well as we have played for a first half all year, and really almost the entire game. We were just locked in, and I wish I could bottle it up and use it again, because it was a special game and we played well, and so to finish 2-0 for the weekend was a great accomplishment for our team. Yeah, I think they're doing a great job. Janelle's just back in game shape now, physically and mentally. She's playing as well as she has all year, and just bringing back the old memories of she's just playing with instincts, and defensively she's shutting down her defender. She's leading her defense. She's averaging well over 10 rebounds a game over the last 4 or 5 games. Tiana played big for us on Thursday. Those 16 points were critical for a win, so we're getting good balance there. Monica probably played, she had a great game against SPU just a few days ago, but at Western Oregon, I mean, offensively, she was really spot on. She had 4 threes in the first half, I think 14 points for the game. But she's also then, if they guard her, she's becoming an effective passer, and she's impacting the game at both ends. And Alicia was dominant against Concordia with nearly half our points. I think she had 26 out of 61, but she really only had 11 shot attempts. She makes her free throws, and she had a lot of steals and did some things great as far as defensively. And then we didn't need her to score as much against Western Oregon. I think she had a good all-around game, but ended up with 9 points. And then the bench really helped too. Vanessa hit a couple big shots on Saturday when they were making a run for us. I thought Lexi Prevost played the best she has ever played on Saturday. And Marissa continues to guard effectively, and then she can score too. So right now things are going good. The test and the challenges to keep it going. Well, I don't think our scheme is anything fancy. I mean, it's pretty basic fundamental defense, but we do a few things very good. First of all, we have team leaders that buy into defense, like Alicia, Monica, Janelle. I mean, you have to take that very serious, and in practice and in games. Another aspect is Jenny does a great job with our scouting for our opponent. I think our team is well prepared, and I think that gives them confidence for a game plan. And then you also have to adjust during a game, and our players are very coachable, and we can, I think, make an adjustment occasionally on the go. But we're getting some very good performances. You have to win your matchups, I believe, defensively, because there's so many great players in this league. So they have to take that challenge, but at the same time, we have to play a complete team defense. And then the critical thing about any defensive possession is that you get the rebound. And we've been rebounding the ball defensively over the last few games better than ever. And if we can continue to do that, I think we can continue to be very good. The thing about being good on defense, I think it gives you the chance to win games when you're not shooting as well. So that's such as the Concordia game. Our offense wasn't really very, it just wasn't clicking, but we stayed in the game, and then down the stretch our offense came around. And then Saturday I thought we were pretty good on both ends, but they're just buying in, and I'm proud of them for that.
So challenging week. You get to come home at the start of 4 games. MSUB's at the top of the conference right now in a tie with Western Washington and Alaska Anchorage. Western is your first game this week on Thursday. Talk a little bit about how you're preparing for them and what you're going to need to do in order to be successful.
As usual, they're a premier team in the region and our league. They have size with Bernston inside. They have a good 3-4 player in Briggs, and then a point guard with speed in Peacock. They're well coached, and you're going to have to play very well to beat them. They're on a roll right now going into this week. They win a lot of close games if you look at their scores, and that's just because they have a good system intact and they have some very good players. So we're looking forward to that challenge. It's always fun to play a team that's very good. And then 2 days later, you're going to play Simon, who is really peaking right now. They had a great week last week. They have great size on the interior, but then they have just tremendous guard depth and play, and they really can shoot the three. I know Elisa Homer was the player of the week with her 12 threes, but they're really shooting it well. They had decisive wins at SPU and at St. Martin's last week, so I know they play each other on Tuesday, but it just should be some great GNAC basketball again this week.
And the final thing I want to mention is that the game against Western Oregon was your 200th career win at MSUB. Talk a little bit about what that means to you.
Well, it means a lot in that I'm very old, and there's a lot of games, so we should win some of them. But really, it's just a tribute to my players that over the 12 seasons, I think we're in the 12th season right now, a lot of different people have contributed to that. I've had great assistant coaches over the years, and I just want them to make sure that they share in the accolades. And sometimes the head coach gets too much of the credit, especially on something like this. I'd like them to give more credit to other people when we lose, but the head coach sometimes gets that as well. But and then our administration, from my chancellor to Krista to all of our support staff, including you and sports information, etc. It's really just it's the efforts of a lot of different people. So it's really nice to hear, but at the same time, we're just trying to win the next game.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.